Oh, this is starting to get exciting here. Race 2 of the weekend's program. It's an 8-month Pro Twin race. This is going to be spectacular, you can imagine. Dave Fellows, Johnny Lewis, they had an absolute battle for the ages at the Grand Prix last weekend. And when they qualified here today, there was only 0.2 of a second in it. So Johnny Lewis on pole, Dave Fellows in second. I'd say two class out of one. Special. So Johnny Lewis, Dave Fellows, and Bruce Telford. You're all in pretty good front row. That is the post-2020 era of Pro Twin racing. We've also got a pre-era as well with guys like Vaughan Main, Bob Irving, and we've also got Jared Horn in there as well. So it is competitors as we qualified there. But look at this one, they're going to be beautiful. And through the loop at the moment, turn number 1 here. There's going to be a going on here. Important Pro Twin Championship on the line here. We've got 2 of them out in one. We've got post-2020 racing and pre-2020 racing, the 2 eras of Pro Twins on display. And this one going to be brilliant. We had the absolute doozy of a Grand Prix last week, and Johnny Lewis chased Dave Fellows hard and was settled for second place in one of the races of the weekend. And already picking up where they left off, these two going at it. And Johnny, there they are. Down the track, turning almost in the books. So you're really qualified for it. And our race leader's coming out of turn number 1 and on the way to Castro. This beautiful right-hander. It's so cool. It's got a bit of banking on it so you can throw it in there. And Dave Fellows leads Johnny Lewis, but Johnny having a little look in through the S's. This is going to be all on for these two. They were at it the weekend. Look out for Bob Irving on that Action Sports Wanaka CF motor. That's 3rd place for him so far. He's the first of the pre-2020 Pro Twins, so look at him, Jared Horn. We're yet to see the best of Jared Horn this summer, and could it be this weekend? It enlivens his championship aspirations. He's had a couple of 4th places, never been to the podium, so look out for Jared Horn. He had a wonderful season a couple of years ago, Pro Twin racing, so he's going to try and kick off where he found some form there. Bruce Telford there, that's 5th place update for the TR20 man, and he is the 3rd of the post-T20s. So here it is here, Dave Fellows joining us. So Bruce Telford up to 3rd place. So go Bruce on that TR20 horsepower motorcycle Motoranzi supported machine. He's now got himself along into that post-2020 Pro Twin battle for the lead, really. He's only 1.6 seconds away from the race lead, so look out for Bruce Telford. He might be coming alive in this one. Bob Irving next southward, Jared Horn, 4th, 5th and 6th place now with Vaughan Main, Sean Parker, Rob Edwards and Chris Burt. Your 10 runners in Pro Twin racing as our race leaders through the S's and on the way to the hairpin here at Teretonga Park Raceway. This is going to be brilliant. Round 4 of our AON New Zealand Superbike Championships. What a cool place to come here, and we've been treated to a pretty good weather forecast. We're in day 2, the Super Saturday here, and right now an 8-lap Pro Twin race. All important championship points on the line. Johnny Lewis and Dave Fellows. So that's your front 2 at the moment as Dave just narrowed, hanging on to that lead at the moment here when they cross the line. We're looking at fastest lap times for both of them that time around. But Bruce Telford into 3rd place, and he's just off the pace as well. Johnny Lewis that time around a little bit quicker. It's down to 0.2 of a second, so starting to put on a bit of pressure. Can Dave Fellows hang on? He had that Grand Prix win last weekend. He had 3 from 3 at Manfield, but it was really Johnny Lewis's weekend last weekend. He was so special on that Johnny Lewis Builders Mahana Earthworks at Carter's Tasman supported machine, and this weekend he's come to play as well. Qualified on pole at the moment. He's going to do all the hard work as Dave Fellows is in the lead. Bruce Telford there, so it's out to now 2.9 seconds, so he's a little bit slower than the front 2, but still in 3rd place. He'd love another trip to the podium. Got Bob Irving. He's in 5th place, they'll be 4th in class. Got Jared Horn and Vaughan Main, only 2 seconds separating those two. And that's a battle in class for the podium. So let's go racing. Johnny Lewis has got himself in the lead. So well done to Johnny Lewis. There it is. Over 80 guys. What a superstar. 6 laps to go. Place 8 of this race. Can Dave Fellows respond? It's now they head out of the loop in the run to turn number 2. We've got Bruce Telford, a lonely old ride now in 3rd place. He's consistent 105, so let's look out for him. Had a trip to the podium last weekend as well, so he'd love to repeat the dose here. He's doing all he can. Nick Southerwood, he's having a good battle there with Bob Irving, but that's 2 separate classes going at it as they through the S's side by side. Look out for that one. And then Jared Horn, Vaughan, so those 2 podium fights. Nick Southerwood, he's in 4th in the race, but at the moment he's outside of the podium contention for his class. He's got about 2.3 seconds between him and Bruce Telford, so certainly not done for. As these guys out in the front, it's Dave now back in the front, so look out, we're going to keep an eye on this one now as we're coming to the business end of our race, one for Pro Twin Racing, and the 2 at the front going at it. Dave Fellows now ahead of Johnny Lewis, so 1st and 2nd place for those 2, and then go to Bruce Telford in 3rd place. So out into turn 1, where is Johnny Lewis quicker? Can he find something special? They've swapped the lead 2 laps in a row, and now only 3 laps to go. You can imagine this is going to heat up as they come out of turn number 1 on the run to turn 2. There's nothing in it as Johnny Lewis tries to pull up alongside. He's not going to be quite close enough there. So look out, where's Johnny Lewis going to look in through the S's. Dave Fellows with a good defensive line through there, so nice and neat and tidy for our man on the number 14. He's a top level Pro Twin racer. And about 8 or 9 points behind Johnny in the championship. So all important championship points up for grabs here, as Dave was unstoppable in the North Island, had the DNF at Ruapuna, and gave a serious amount of points away to Johnny Lewis, who then left the weekend with the points lead. But this is what he needs to do. He needs to start beating Johnny Lewis on the track. We're going to come out of the final corner, down the front straight. Dave Fellows now has 2 laps to go. Can he hang on? There's less than 3 in a second when they cross the line, so you can imagine this one's going to go down to the wire. Bruce Telford here still in 3rd place, doing a really good job keeping it up there between him. There's that one moving to into 4th place, so it's actually the first of our 3 2020 machines home, so look out for him. And we're going to have 2 separate podiums to look out for after this one here. So let's have a look at our race leaders into turn number 2, flying at the moment. Dave Fellows, Johnny Lewis, this is heating up nicely with a lap and a half to go at Teretonga. Race 1, and if Dave can finish here, he will diminish that lead. It'll only be a handful of points heading into the rest of the weekend. Pivotal stage of the championship. So important here. Is Johnny Lewis going to have a look? Around the elbow they go. And here is the 100 yard section. And now on the run to final corner, turn number 7. Not quite close enough to have a dive. Dave Fellows doing a wonderful job defensively here as he turns and goes on to the front straight. The white flag ready and waiting, so we've got 1 to go when they cross the line, and Dave Fellows narrowly leading Johnny Lewis here. 1 left to go. Stand on your feet and get out for this one. Johnny Lewis needs to find something special on this last lap. We've got the update in 3rd place. It's still the Horsepower Motorcycles TR20 entry of Bruce Telford. Go Bruce. As we look at our race leaders heading up into turn number 1. Oh man, this is going to be exciting. We've got Bob Irving, Nick Southerwood, still 4th and 5th place as our leaders come out of turn 1. And on the run into turn 2. Oh, this is going to be exciting as we see Dave and Johnny. They've swapped back around, so I think it looks like it might be Johnny in the lead now, so look out for it. Has Dave got an answer for him? It's Johnny ahead of Dave now as they head into the S's. And on the run into the hairpin at the top end here. Oh, this is going to be exciting. We've got everyone on their final lap now, all 10 on the lead lap, so we're going to go down to the wire here. Is Johnny Lewis. It's been toing and froing all race long, but if he can lead into the final quarter, as Dave Fellows going to have one more look, he's right there behind him. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Johnny Lewis leads out of turn 7. The checkered flag's ready and waiting for him. Is it going to be enough? We're going to have a look and see. It is going to be Johnny Lewis. He's going to have enough to hang on to it by half a bike length. They're nearly side by side. It's going to be Johnny Lewis and Dave Fellows. So Dave on the inside. We'll have a look at the timing screen. It was a photo finish. Oh man, that's something special. And it's split credit to Dave. So Dave's got it by 0.015, 1/100th of a second. Dave Fellows is going to take the win over Johnny Lewis. And then go back to Bob Irving and Bruce Telford. So wow. Oh, what a finish that was. Brilliant stuff, Pro Twins and our post 2020 racing. Dave Fellows gets credit to the win over Johnny Lewis in 2nd place. And then look out for Bob Irving in 3rd with Bruce Telford in 4th. But Nick Southerwood coming home in 5th place, but that's 4th in his post 2020 class. We've got Jared Horn, so Jared Horn first trip to the podium this year, and that's just a sign of things to come for the man on the Coromandel Holmes Carpi Racing Pirelli machine. So well done, it's 2nd in class for Jared Horn, Vaughan Main. is going to come home in 7th place with Sean Parker and Rob Edwards. That's going to be 8th and 9th place, Chris Burt there on our NV motorcycles. So we're going to round out our top 10. Wicked stuff, Pro Twin racing, and unbelievable. 1/100th of a second for Dave Fellows. It's a win to him. And he gets that over Johnny Lewis. Then you go to Bruce Telford. He's in 4th in the race, but he will be the credited with that 3rd on the podium for our post-2020 efforts. And Bob Irving, he's going to finish in 3rd place in the race, but that'll be first of the pre-2020 Suzuki SV650 class with him on his CF motor. So well done to Bob. We go to Jared Horn and Vaughan Main. 6th and 7th in the race. They will be 2nd and 3rd in the pre-2020 Pro Twin category. We've got 6 guys on the podium, 2 podiums to get to, so we'll cross down to Neil, who will have electric race 1 Pro Twin podium.
Well, folks, we'll take a bit of a look here. And look at that, Johnny Lewis, the first one to put his hand out. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be a big smile for Dave after what he did to his bike here on Thursday, folks. That is a very second-hand looking bike. In fact, they put out an APB yesterday morning on Facebook if people had things like tanks or other parts, because they really did want to make sure that they could get on the racetrack. And for Dave to still throw it down the line like that after he'd thrown it down the track on Thursday is pretty exceptional. Sort of reminds me a little bit of the Robbie Bugden story. I never forget Robbie's incident where he had a major crash here and came back the next day to still race like nothing had ever happened. I admire that in riders. That is the ultimate of courage, when you can put those adversities behind you and then show your all. So pretty impressive indeed. So an opportunity as we catch up with the guys to take our places here. The guys have all quickly thrown the bike warmers on, and here's Bruce. I'll politely call him a seasoned racer, but Bruce, what's so special about coming back to Teretonga?
I suppose weather conditions really is really nice. Generally it rains out here, so it's been awesome. It took a bit to learn. I've been here for so long, so I'm getting there. So no, it was awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right, indeed. As far as conditions are concerned, let alone the fact that it hasn't been raining, that's a very nice track temperature as well.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely. Yeah, couldn't ask for better, really. Perfect conditions. Yeah.
All right. What do you got to do to beat those other 2 guys?
Just ride faster, mate. Basically.
Oh, faster. There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. So, hey, what a way to talk about it. So, pretty impressive indeed. As we look to our 2nd place, he's just getting his earplugs out there at the moment. So we'll have him up here. And an opportunity to catch our race runner-up. So here we go, an opportunity to talk to Johnny Lewis. And Johnny, how good, hey?
Yeah, it's a little tough, that one, to be honest. But hey, it's what can I say? It was a battle, you know. He knows how to pedal that thing, and I had a couple of sniffs, and yeah, mate, I need to lose some weight, I reckon.
Hey, man, like you're an athlete anyway. How good's the track today?
Oh, wonderful, yeah, outstanding. Yep, no, she's going to be a good 600 race because the track's meant.
Yeah, good point. So, indeed, as we get a photo shot here as well. So, Dave, that bike, in all politeness, hard to say that I've seen one as bad after a crash. You still make it on the track and you can still win. That's courage, well done.
Thanks, Neil. Yeah, Thursday afternoon was pretty tough. I mean, that was probably the scariest crash I've had. I was, ready to throw on the towel after that, but the team did an amazing job Thursday night up until 11, rebuilding it, and everyone sort of chipped in to give us spare parts. So yeah, massive effort. Cracked rib, I think, which is pretty sore, but yeah, it's not too bad on the bike, to be honest, and the bike's going really well. So, full credit to Johnny. It was a great race out there. I feel for him just picking him on the line by a fraction there, but happy to take the points. It's been a sort of tough couple of rounds, but yeah, good to be here.
Good to be here, and good to be in these conditions as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is stunning, eh? I mean, after Ruapuna last weekend, pretty frustrating conditions on Saturday with the rain dry. But this is just absolutely beautiful, and the Teretonga track is just so much fun to ride. It's I wish it was up in the North Island, or they could just build another one up there. It's super good fun, and looking forward to the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, Dave. Well done. So great to see you. Right, that's our first group, of course. We've got our second group as well, as we get our what we call the pre-2020 models up, and we'll get those boys to come through. And we've got Vaughan up here now, and Vaughan, yeah, these guys have got a bigger bike, but back there with you guys pre-2020, it's not too bad.
Nah, it's not too bad out there, eh? It's yeah, it's good fun, good crew to be in. So.
Hey, but I've still talked to you in third, and Ben's not here today. So what's happened? You've slipped one, have you?
Yeah, we've lost one. We've lost a couple this season already, unfortunately, due to injury and different circumstances. But yeah, hopefully they'll come back for the North Island. But yeah, just see what happens.
Hey, you've been racing for a few years. It's like, hey, the name Vaughan Main's been around a little while. But then when you made the comment yesterday, it's your first time here. What do you think of this place?
Oh, it's a good fun track, eh? Like it's definitely new. Haven't been somewhere new in quite a while. So I'm enjoying it, eh? Just trying to find those last little bits here and there to get it to link up. But yeah, it's good fun.
Good one, Vaughan. Thank you very much. So pretty cool to see as we talk about our runner-up. And man, what a change! How good's this? Well done.
Cheers. Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough road trying to get the confidence back after a few crashes in the last few rounds. But this is a great confidence booster, and yeah, bring on tomorrow.
Hey, Jared, we've talked to you a few times in the past, but here you are quickly to a second place. Vaughan has been one. You know, you've been back behind these guys. How did you get to second today? What was special?
I think I just got an absolute ripper of a start and just sort of held on to it from there. Bob come flying past me. He's bloody home track, so he knows the thing like the back of his hand. But my first time here, so I'm just sort of still a little bit cautious. I don't want to go sending it down the road again. Have had enough of that this season, so let's just keep it upright.
Well done, what a great comment, a whole lot of common sense there. So good to thank you, Jared Horn. But here we go with Bob, yes indeed, the man who now calls Wanaka home, and this is your local track. But mate, have you ever been here on a day like today?
Nah, it's pretty odd to get this sunny. I mean, I'm almost getting sunburned, not words I thought I'd ever say, but it's a cracker day, good racing with these boys, so it's all up a good day.
All right, hey, we're all missing Ben from the point of view of him not being there, but hey, somebody's got to take his place, and you've jumped at the opportunity. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that was awesome. It would be nice to have Benno down here, but that's right, I'll take the spot for the time being. So it was good just to get some clean laps in. I wasn't too sure how far Jared was or Vaughan, so I just put my head down, put some clean laps in, and yeah.
Right, the other thing you need to tell all the North Islanders about is, let alone the fact that they're up there in typhoon country and getting absolutely windblown and rained on to bits, you've got to tell them as to why you enjoy living here in the south now.
Oh, I think today just speaks for itself, to be honest. I mean, it's it's like this every day down here, so if you wanted to make the move, hardly push it.
Thank you, Bob. Well done, Bob Irvine there. Right, so there is our lineup, folks. So we've got our post-2020 and our pre-2020, effectively the post-2020, that entire lineup with a beautiful new Aprilia 660. So, of course, from a class that did have a 650 limit. But, hey, we can't rule out having this bike. That's why we've made it a greater capacity class. And then we've got the Prees, and effectively they're the earlier bikes. We've got the CF Moto to join the field, the old Kawasaki, and also, of course, the fabulous Suzuki SV Twin. So that's the place for it, and Pro Twin Racing on our program today. A massive shout out to our support today from Aon along with Pirelli, and a special shout out for Race Supplies as we acknowledge the excellent team at trackside here, and what a team they are as well today. So looking forward to joining their hospitality. The chili bin will be out later on, I'm sure. They're even locals that are saying how hot it is to be a local as well. So Race Supplies to Kevy and all your great work for the sport, mate. You deserve all the acknowledgement. You're a hugely appreciated man on the side of the team. So well done, well done.